Okay, and we're back. Now, time for a gear update. I know it's been a hot minute since I put out a video, but that is because I've been burnt out. In all honesty, I was burnt out. This pen scythe was the culprit. 100% the culprit. I started trying to get this pen scythe at about 110 stack. I was using crons, I tried using backups, and actually, funny enough, the backup was the scythe to go. So the backup was the pen scythe. And I ended up selling the old scythe on the marketplace, along with a few other things to fund my current gear setup. Um, but yeah, this this culprit, this fucking pen scythe. As soon as that went, I knew I was returning to video. It was the gatekeeper for me. It was, man, it took a lot. I invested a lot of silver, a lot of crons. My mentality was in the dumpster. It was a whole trash fire can. But it wasn't actually me who clicked this to pen. It was my girlfriend. So she had noticed how much I'd been struggling to get this to pen. And I swear she has the golden touch. She has some sort of luck that cannot be matched. So she comes over and she's like, let me give that a go. So I said, sure, go for your life. And I shit you not, the first time she touches this mouse, it goes pen. Instantly, I was put on a roller coaster of emotions. I was happy, I was angry. Uh, I was dumbfounded. But as soon as that went pen, I knew in that moment I was coming back to BDO. And well, here I am. So next thing to happen was probably season season comes around, season server. So I end up making a Nova, get it to level 61, do the letter of encouragement questline, and I end up accepting a Pen Kaposha ring. So the latest offering is actually a Pen Kaposha belt, but I noticed that the prices for Tet Basilisk belts were in the dumpster, so they were like hovering 2 billion, and there's no way this piece of gear is worth 2 billion silver. So I thought, well, I can already exchange this coupon for previous season's pass. Why don't I get something that's worth a little bit more silver? So I ended up selling my Tet Crescent ring and replaced it with a Pen Kaposha ring. So that was the next upgrade. So I put all the silver from the Tet Crescent ring into uh, into gambling for a Tungrad ring upgrade. So Tungrad ring is going to give you more AP for your yellow grade gear. So I ended up buying a Tri Tungrad ring, and I had another 110 stack. So I clicked it, and I was so lucky that it went. So lucky. So now I've got that Tungrad ring. Slap that on. I um, sold the second crescent ring that I had, the Tet one, and put that straight into my earrings. So I bought these when they were a bit cheaper. They were sitting around the 5 billion mark, and I bought both of them straight up. Now I could have put that 10 billion silver into a Penzaka, but hey, I didn't even have this yet. I didn't have the Nuva Talisman. So yeah, I'm sitting with all this and a Tet Nuva, so I think I've got all these spare crons from the transfer from Cacao to Pearl Abyss. Why don't I try and tap this? I I got it. Like I must have been so carried the past few months or so. Maybe Pearl Abyss is feeling sorry for me. How many clicks it took for getting the scythe. I one-shot this thing on a 90 stack. Unbelievable. I used maybe 500 crons for the one attempt. Now I'm thinking, well, I've got all these extra crons laying around. They kept giving them out even the weeks past the transfer. So I'm looking at my horse and I'm thinking, all right, it's time to upgrade that bad boy. I raised this thing from level 1 all the way to Corsa level 30. I'm very proud of this thing. It's my fastest horse, and it's my only good horse. I really want to make it even better though. So I tried for T9 attempts. I saw a few people getting it around, maybe 10 to 15, 20 or so. I'm like, yeah, that's doable. I've got a couple billion silver laying around. I could probably invest all that into my horse. Boy, boy, was I wrong. We're actually at 33 fails for this thing, which is a little bit unheard of, on the unlucky side. I'm looking at the BDO horse Discord, and they're all saying, "Yep, you're just getting unlucky, but you're well invested now. You passed the buy rate, the buy price for a T9, because all the T9s go for like 10 billion silver, give or take a billion or so. And I'm trying to go for a Pegasus, because everywhere I go, I'm always thinking, man, I wish I had that Pegasus. I'd be done by now, I'd be able to get over this mountain. I wish I had a Pegasus." So that's our next goal. I've done some attempts on stream. I've recorded some attempts past 20 because I figured everything before 20 is just, building the stack. And if it goes, then holy shit, I'm carried. But now we're at 33 and I'm feeling the pain. I'm really feeling it. I guess it's deserved after, the pen talisman and all the other upgrades. But what's next for me, other than the T9, is probably another Tet Tungrad ring. That's going to push me ever so closer to the 300 gold that I'm pushing for, and that's probably going to be the updated name of the series, the Road to 300 AP. I'm not going to really count Kudum, just because I use Kudum only for PvE, and I like to delete people, go in Red Battlefield, have some fun. 300 AP is the goal. So for that, I'm going to need another Tet Tungrad ring, and I'm going to need the Distos. But I'm trying to put the Distos off as much as possible because they are 20 billion a pop, and I'm not ready to grind that out or to enhance that at all. I think before I even go for these, I'm probably going to go for the Tet Tungrad ring and a Penzaka with Kafra's levels into it. Because that alone, those two upgrades, it's 20 billion silver, whereas the one Disto earring is 20 billion alone, and I'm not ready to invest that sort of time into one piece of gear when I can invest that sort of time into two pieces. So, aside from gear upgrades, what else is new with me? My Node Empire. So now that I'm 33 attempts into a T9, I've really got to get onto the farming game. I thought I could just, buy the materials on the marketplace and just tap it that way. But clearly, I need the stone teleporter from farming and from doing my dailies. So I've had to revamp my entire node network, and I've gotten rid of all these shitty nodes that I don't really use. Low quality stuff like the copper nodes, I stripped all of them, replaced them with better nodes, more workers, and I actually ended up coming out with about 50 to 60 spare contribution points, and I just dumped them all into farms. You can see I have 10 farms here. So we're going all in on the Stone Teleporter. I'm Artisan 2 on my Life Skiller, which is the LAN. I did have to sell some of the Manos gear to fund the enhancing and gear on my main, but life skilling is kind of dead right now with the Hadoom servers out and people making like 300 mil an hour. So I thought it was worth it at the time to sell the gear because it was at its highest point. Right now it's at its lowest point, so I think I did it at just the right time. So just on my lawn, we're just doing some purple mushrooms, and that's how I'm going to be getting all the materials. So we're going to be doing some simple cooking, putting all these together, and just going hard on the stone tail fodder. And I can assure you, as soon as I get that T9, there will be a video out. Again, I appreciate all of you if you've stuck by me, even on my breaks. Thank you so much. Don't forget to catch me on twitch.tv/Zydron342. I will stream that on Tuesdays. And that's about it. I think... Yeah, oh, we're slowly pushing for 63 as well. There's a 1000% EXP boost going on right now. And that's what I've been doing overnight. I've just been doing AFK training. I do have a gear set for that as well. And this is all just EXP crystals and all that good stuff. But all in all, really happy with how things are going. Just taking each day, each PDO day as it comes, and making little bits of silver gains here and there and having fun with it. But that's going to be the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll be sure to pump out some more videos for you guys. I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.